Asylum Inc. presents The Unraveling of Theo Graves, a lost reality short. Theo Graves had always been different. His apartment was a cluttered museum of strange objects, antique clocks with no hands, collections of mismatched keys, and jars filled with unidentifiable substances. He thrived on the peculiar, the eccentric. When he heard about Lost Reality, a game said to stretch the mind beyond the limits of ordinary existence, he couldn't resist. The promise of exploring alien landscapes and unknown dimensions was too tempting. But Theo was no ordinary player, and the game, it saw something in him. At first, Lost Reality felt like a natural extension of his weird world. The alien architecture and surreal environments matched his own sensibilities, beautiful, chaotic, and nonsensical. He found strange artifacts within the game, relics that no one else seemed to notice, glowing with an otherworldly aura. One day, deep in a forgotten corner of the virtual realm, Theo stumbled upon something different, a shimmering rift, a tear in the very fabric of the game. Curious, he stepped through, his curiosity leading him into an abyss of twisted shapes and grotesque forms. It was there, on the other side of the rift, that he encountered the presence. A creature, vast and unfathomable, something not meant for human eyes. Its form defied reason, a mass of writhing limbs and shifting shapes. It spoke to Theo, not in words, but in thoughts. Thoughts that filled his mind with images of impossible things, colors he had never seen, sounds that weren't sounds at all, but feelings. It latched onto him, seeped into his consciousness, and before he knew it, Theo had invited it in. From that moment, Theo was no longer just himself. The changes began subtly. His fingers elongated slightly, his skin becoming translucent, veins and bones visible beneath the surface. At first, he found it fascinating, even delightful, just another oddity to embrace. But as the days passed, the deformities worsened. His reflection twisted, his face warping into something inhuman. Tentacles sprouted from his shoulders, his eyes widened to grotesque proportions. His body became a canvas for the creature's alien influence, reshaping him into something monstrous. Theo's mind was the next to go. Thoughts that were once his own were now shared with the creature, whispers of ancient places and unfathomable desires. His speech became incoherent, a jumble of syllables not meant for human tongues. Neighbors heard strange noises from his apartment, saw strange shapes moving behind his curtains. He withdrew from the world, both terrified and fascinated by what he was becoming. Deep down, he knew he was no longer Theo Graves. The creature, the thing that had taken him, was reshaping him in its own image, twisting his body and mind into something unrecognizable. And Theo was starting to like it. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this Asylum Inc. presentation.